Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I had the opportunity to go hang out with some friends yesterday over at Hayfields Market. If you don't know about Hayfields Market, it is a flower shop. It is a flower shop in North Salem. It's a beautiful town in upstate New York where you have the opportunity to hang out with some friends who bring out some amazing cars. And that's pretty much the objective. We pretty much sit around, admire each other's cars, eat a breakfast sandwich, maybe eat some tacos, have a few cups of coffee. It's actually a fun adventure. It's a lot of fun. Not only because you get to experience camaraderie with some of your car friends, but you also get to drive your car and use it for what it's worth, especially on some of the most beautiful back roads in upstate New York. It's not necessarily considered upstate New York, but it is considered upstate for us people who live in Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan. So anytime we drive something that's somewhat like, maybe an hour and a half away from our normal commute, it's actually pretty exciting because you get to explore some of the back roads and not the traditional highways that we would normally take in our daily commute to work. So yeah, I had a pretty good time because I was able to see some amazing cars, and I had the opportunity to go on a different route that's not necessarily the normal thing that I do on my normal commute to, say, from my house to the gym. I got to really take out the BMW E28 and use it for what it's really worth: highway speeds. So yeah, driving it on the highway, getting to really use the car for what it was designed for, like Autobahn driving. I got to see what it felt like, on the passing lane and seeing what the car can really do. And that was a lot of fun. And by the time I reached my destination, it was, a beautiful thing. I got to drive past the orchards, a few wineries that are in upstate New York. I got to see a lot. And the weather was definitely cooperating because I think with the rain that had happened earlier in the week, all the road salt had sort of been flushed away off the asphalt. So it made it for a cooperative driving experience, and everything worked out. So the cool thing was I got to see some cars that normally don't come out until the spring, but the weather's been crazy lately. Everything's been cooperating. I got to see a few Targas. I got to see a few coupes. I got to see some air-cooled, some water-cooled stuff. I got to see a Dino Ferrari, which is not the norm. It was like a perfect fly yellow Ferrari that I was like, whoa, caught in my tracks. But yeah, being able to see some of these cars in the middle of winter when you normally don't expect to see these cars come out in February in the Northeast, definitely a treat, definitely a wonderful surprise. And then the best surprise came when we went across the street to a place called 1600 Veloce. If you ever go and bring a trailer, they sell some of the best cars and they take some of the best photographs of cars. And when you go into the showroom and you see some of the beautiful, cars that they have in their space, you have Lamborghinis, 512 Berlinetta Boxers. What else? They had a Countach. They had a beautiful air-cooled 911. They even had a Gordon Murray rocket, which is a perfect 50-50 weight distribution. And if you know anything about Gordon Murray, he designed the McLaren F1. He was the head of engineering during the Alan Prost, Ayrton Senna era, and the guy is an absolute genius. And I'm excited about his T50 project being released through Bruce Canepa's organization with Canepa Motorsports. But yeah, everything that Gordon Murray does or touches and performs does amazingly well, because it is well thought out and it is well engineered. So being able to see a rocket in person was really, really exciting. And then of course you had your beautiful Pagoda Mercedes. You had some of the most awesome Ferraris that you'll ever see, all under one roof. So definitely a cool thing to do on a Sunday afternoon while consuming breakfast tacos, breakfast sandwiches, and coffee. And yeah, that's it. That's just an update here on the channel. Follow me for more fun adventures on the road. I mean, obviously I'm speaking in the aftermath of going on the trip, and this is a Monday evening. And I just wanted to entertain you guys and catch you up on my latest automotive adventures. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Safe driving. And try to avoid all the road salt. See you soon.